just showing you, if you do have your students maybe engaging with the class notebook and they don't maybe have access to a laptop outside the class, what sort of things might they be able to do using the OneNote app on their phone. So the first thing will be that they go into the OneNote, they have the OneNote app installed. Once they go into the app, it's really important that they check the account that they're logged into, their school account, because to access the notebooks from school, they may have a personal Outlook account, but they need to be using the one associated with their school or organisation. And so do you as a teacher if you want to access those notebooks. So you can simply do that by clicking on your icon, your picture, profile icon, top left of the screen at any time, and it should show you the accounts linked to the OneNote app on your phone. So you can toggle at the top between home and notebooks. I'm going to go into notebooks here. On the home, it'll bring you quick access into any recent pages you've been working on. So I'm going into a sample class team notebook here. I'm going to I could go into a teacher space or a student space. You can always collapse any of these section groups. So section groups is a section with lots of subsections. So I'm just going to demo something nice and simple here. So just to show you that if you want, you can go into any section, and I'll just create a blank page, and I'll just show you that you can easily create, have students create content in here. So the really nice thing is the normal, you can see at the bottom there, text options. They can even put in nice check boxes. So, you know, create a study plan or whatever that might be. You could ask them to create a little to-do list, and then they can tick them off. Or you can, so you can tick them off. So that's a nice one. The other nice thing to be able to do that I really like is the option for voice and dictation. So they can put in, by the way, images of their work. So if you'd ask students maybe to complete some sort of a representation, it could be a graph or a drawing or anything, or even just handwriting out to some, they can take a picture of that with their phone and put it into a notebook. So can you, obviously. But I like dictation as well. So you can see here I've opened dictation, and this means that the OneNote application is typing everything I'm saying. So this might be really useful for some students, especially if maybe always writing is something that maybe they're having some difficulties with. So it's going to speed them up and help them. It often does need you to go back through what's been dictated to tidy up any grammar or punctuation issues, but at least then the bulk of the writing is done, and maybe sometimes that's what you want students to focus on, going back through then that dictated text, and actually tidying up grammar and punctuation. It's a really handy tool. I find this great when I might have a student. I'm going to stop it now. I find this great maybe where a student used to catch up on quite a bit. They feel overwhelmed. You know, obviously you can write off some assignments, but some students actually want to get the work done. So it could maybe take the load off by saying, look, why don't you dictate for some of those? So that's a really nice tool. So that's what I really wanted to show you in this video. So do play around with it, and I'll show others later. So dictation. If you have students engaging in a class notebook, you could have them dictate on a page in their own section of that class notebook on a particular task or activity, and you will be able to offer feedback or have a look at it.